Kostavi Show is a game show where celebrities compete to title Kostavi paintings for cash awards. And tonight we have three of the greatest minds in New York who've proven themselves on many occasions on this TV show with their incredible titles for paintings. And we have the art writer David Coggins first. Another art writer, Linda Yablonsky. And we have the great writer, Glenn O'Brien. And they all write about more than art. Glenn especially writes about fashion and style and curious situations in the world. And there's a curious situation going on in this painting, which needs a title. This figure is well, it is, because, you know, this figure without legs is fondling the cheek of this figure on all fours.
Have we done assume the position?
I'm not sure. Probably. Someone else has for sure, though. But it could be used here.
Can I use it?
You can use that, yes. You can use it.
I'm feeling positive, Mark.
Okay. Me too.
Now that they've got
too.
pizza, there's a different feeling in the room.
Pizza changes everything.
Or doughy.
What's in the hand there?
What's in the hand? A bronze sphere of perfection.
It's not fruit.
It alludes to fruit, because fruit comes round also. It could be fruit.
Not
It could
organic fruit. It's all
No,
kinds of shapes.
no. Okay, so it could be something to hurl. Okay, what about Glenn O'Brien?
Yes, I have a title, Mark.
What would that be, Glenn?
It's from Tin Pan Alley. Why not take all of me?
Sounds great to me. We should consider also Linda Yablonsky.
Restoring the balance. A balance. Restoring a balance.
Restoring a
the
balance. Okay, let's vote on that first. Can I buy Restoring a Balance by Linda Yablonsky for $20? Maybe not that time. And David, your title was?
Assume the position.
Can I buy Assume the Position for $20? About half of New York City likes that, and yours was from Tin Pan Alley, and it was?
All of me, why not take all of me?
Can I buy All of Me, Why Not Take All of Me? Or just Why Not Take All of Me, right?
Take all of me.
Why Not Take All of Me? $20 to Glenn O'Brien. Okay, we have an art history bonus question here. Who inspired the background? Simon. That is impressive. $20.
Thank you.
Very good. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Okay, so just to give you some backstory on this painting, here is the Luigi Russolo painting called Dynamism of an Automobile. Okay. So the automobile has been replaced by this figure, and now there's something else about Russolo that not many of you know, but he was associated with which kind of music? He was also a composer. And a lot of people think this kind of music started in the 80s.
12 tones?
Very impressive. Noise music is correct. Lisa Rose. Back in the teens, when Luigi Russolo had noise music concerts, that was part of Futurism. And so, knowing all that, I think that the painting is informed. Hopefully, the title will be informed by some of that backstory concerning Luigi Russolo and noise music and the velocity of an automobile. Any titles to propose?
Backing into the future.
Very nice. Very appropriate, because the car reference. Very astute. And Linda and David?
Kicking up a fuss.
Kicking up a fuss. That's pretty good. And David Coggins?
I don't have a title yet. Mark.
Okay, can I buy Backing into the Future by Glenn O'Brien for $20? Wow. That's pretty convincing. Look at that. That's worth $40. Backing into the Future. Okay. We have painting inspired by Salvador Dali. Guy who's taking off his mask to reveal nothing in there, but there's the illusion that maybe there's the birth of something, an egg, but it's only hovering.
And are those hands above?
It's like a shell that alludes to hands also. It's definitely nature. Not that anything isn't nature, but that's like nature. And the egg could be a reference to which Italian painter? Who did the hanging eggs, Lisa? Frescoes.
Piero della Francesca?
$20 to David Coggins. Piero della Francesca. Who did the painting with the hanging egg, of which this is a reference?
Okay, so the egg is where it begins. I'm going to say birth of alienation. Have we done this one?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, birth of alienation.
I like it.
I like
It's good. Any other titles to propose?
I've noticed that gnomic cash register pops up in a lot of your paintings.
Yes, because money is an issue.
Tell us about
There's no way to open that cash register.
There's no way to open that, well, except on Fridays at Kostabi World. It opens, it flows, we have the wind. Glenn. Emptiness within him. He's contemplating his own mask that's masking his emptiness. There's a desperate attempt to have a personality. Linda?
Plumbing the void.
Plumbing the void, interesting. And have we heard from Glenn O'Brien yet on this one?
Daylight FaceTime.
All right, let's start over there on the left. David, your title was?
Instead of birth of a nation, birth of alienation.
Birth of Alienation by David Coggins. Is that worth 20? Very possibly, but we should consider there was some objection. Linda, yours is?
Plumbing the void.
Plumbing the Void by Linda Yablonsky. No. Glenn, your title was?
Daylight FaceTime.
Daylight FaceTime by. This time the $20 goes to David Coggins. Birth of Alienation. Okay, now. I'm especially proud of this concept. Two people dining together, and both of their heads. Like the idea of a light bulb head is nothing new in high school surrealism, but to have that kind of light bulb head,
it. What's that, energy saver?
that's a twist.
It's just more green.
That's a twist in more ways than one. And it's a dialogue between the old way and the new way, and this is an energy saver, and he's eating a meager portion while the old-fashioned guy, has a huge ham with grapes and bread. Yes, what's your title, Glenn?
My title is Watts for Dinner.
Do you dare go up against Il Grande
I
Glenn?
couldn't tell if those were groans of delight or.
Sometimes there's no difference.
How reassuring.
Do
I
you
was going to
dare?
say save room for dinner because that person.
Oh, that's more profound, maybe.
I would
But his
dare
got
to
all of
say
New
that.
York entertained.
That's true.
That's an achievement. And Linda,
It's
your
the
title is?
hustler
I do think of that as all of New York, by the way. It's cross-section. Yeah.
That's reassuring.
An inconvenient repast.
An inconvenient repast. Can I buy that for $20? An inconvenient repast. Okay. Can I buy Watts for Dinner by Glenn O'Brien for $20? Yes, 20 to Glenn O'Brien for Watts for Dinner. Okay. We have a picture that is not only about Allegro Boetti and contemplation, but about spatial dynamics. Notice the Boettis are going way back and coming way forward, and they're in the middle ground, too.
Read it and weep.
Read it and weep. Oh, I should give you more info.
Okay. Just stop me right there.
It says in Boettiese here, Il silenzio è d'oro, which means silence is golden, for those of you who don't speak Italian. And there is gold in the picture. So this is a case where you could refer to gold in the painting because it's very much about gold, okay? Silence
so it's
is
not
golden.
a sad person.
What?
So it's not a sad person.
Could be. But no, yeah. Since silence is gold, and he's happy to be alone for
I
a
see.
moment,
I
at
see.
least. And
All
alone
right.
for a moment. Glenn, Linda, or David?
The golden nod.
The golden nod. Nice. And Glenn?
Titties forever.
Always read the fine print.
Nice. This being the fine print.
Yeah.
David?
So you're rejecting my read it and weep because it's too negative.
It's really, believe it or not, it's really not up to me because I do trust New York City. And can I buy Read It and Weep for $20? It's a strong showing of green. And Linda, yours is?
The golden nod.
The Golden Nod. Is that worth $20? Glenn, your title is?
Always read the fine print.
Oh, can I buy Always Read the Fine Print by Glenn O'Brien? $20 for Read It and Weep.
I thought you would go for that.
I don't know. Sometimes I know. Who inspired the background?
Severini.
$20 to Simon Sirigo. All right, and the background comes from a painting by Severini, which is titled Dancer in the... Very good. $20 to Lisa Rose. Dancer in the Pigalle. And this guy is emerging for the zone in Paris, right? Ballerina a Pigalle. What? Well, no, that's the background. This guy is not a dancer. He's a sphere holder. He's like,
Could that be the red planet?
yeah. I think that could be the Red Planet. Is that a title?
No, I don't know. I mean, Bush says we're going to Mars.
I like it.
Rufal John.
What?
Or Rufal Jean.
Rufal John? Okay, Rufal John? Yeah, okay. So he's like a customer. He's a John.
Street.
Rufal John. Very astute. Reference to prostitution there by Linda Yablonsky. David Coggins, your title is?
I'm just recovering from that incredible. I didn't even get
Rufal John, but spelled
There's like so
J-E-A-N,
many
right?
puns in there.
Okay, can I buy it? You get it, everybody? Rufal Jean, spelled J-E-A-N, for $20. Can I buy that? Yes, $20 to Linda Yablonsky. Rufal Jean. Okay, now. Okay, which futurist inspired the background?
Cerrone.
Tullio Crowley.
Lisa's correct. Tullio Crowley. Tullio Crowley. But this painting now deals also with surfing and water, so it's air, water, two of the major elements. And he's surfing on a briefcase, could be full of vintage copies of futurist manifestos. For $20, what should we call this picture?
On the wave of the future.
That?
Exactly what I was
Apt?
going to say.
Exactly, word for word? You know, there's
I was going to say the wave of the future.
the way that's you
No,
can
I'll think
use
of
his
something
exact
else.
title.
No, I'll,
Don't you mean in the spirit of Sherry Levine or Mike Bidlow or Sturtevant?
The guy's on a briefcase, right?
Yes, correct.
Hence Wall Street. So I'm going to call it riding the big board.
Is it $20 or is it $40 for Glenn O'Brien for surfing? I said $40 to Glenn O'Brien. We have a guy. What's this game called?
WhackAMole.
WhackAMole. Okay, $20 to Glenn for WhackAMole. Okay, WhackAMole.
WhackAMole.
WhackAMole. In this case, it's bankers.
WhackAMole. You know how you get rid of moles?
whack 'em.
Okay, so here's the big guy.
I'm not telling you.
He's gonna he wants to whack these bankers, and one of them is reaching into his back pocket. Okay, Okay.
I've got one, but I don't want it to be too negative for you, Mark. But
Why does everyone think the show is about me?
I wonder.
Excuse
No.
me, can we look at the title of the show?
Well, that's just...
Mark.
Okay. All right, so you see it. Okay.
have a title.
Yes, Glenn.
Regulating the regulators.
Nice.
I
Yes,
really
Linda.
have not had a good look at this.
Okay, now you can get a nice
Okay.
close look at
Call
it.
it class warfare.
It's warfare. And that's pretty interesting. Linda, I like it.
Mallet Justice.
Mallet Justice. Okay. Can I buy Mallet Justice by Linda?
Maladjusted?
Mallet? Maladjusted? Maladjusted by Linda Yablonsky.
Maladjusted.
And then let's try Mallet Justice. Okay. Maladjusted got better, but maybe Glenn, yours was again was?
Regulating the regulators.
Regulating the regulators. Is that worth $20? $40 to Glenn O'Brien for regulating the regulator. Okay. Okay. Here, these guys are reading the newspapers. They're faceless, and above them it says informazione e conoscenza, which means information and knowledge. Notice that knowledge is at their feet, and information is in a more heavenly space.
Are they?
In theory, knowledge should be
The opposite.
in praise. Yeah.
So
But
they
this
don't look
is a
very
cynical painting.
interested. So would it be editorial board?
It's pretty good. This is definitely a painting to be titled by a writer. And we have three
I'm glad you
great
think so.
writers here with us.
I have a title, Mark.
What would that title be, Glenn?
Information, knowledge. Wisdom is the middle path.
It's deep.
It's very deep.
I like it. It's very deep. Jay Battle is in agreement with us. He's nodding deep. Yes. Can we start voting? David's title is,
Editorial board.
can I buy editorial board for $20? Can I buy Linda's title, which was?
I didn't give you a
You didn't give
title
one.
yet.
Can I vote on David's, Glenn's while you're thinking, or do you have one? No. You can pass.
Yeah.
It's allowed.
No, I don't want to pass.
Okay, so let's hear your proposal. Is clearly a painting that should be titled, in fact, these are newspapers. Should be someone who writes for the news.
Start getting the news.
Start getting the news. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty great. Glenn,
Stop reading
And
the
it has
post.
a
My title was Wisdom is the middle path.
can I buy Wisdom is the Middle Path, the wise title? Very likely, but I liked, we might like hers too, not me. It doesn't matter what I think. Can I buy Start Getting the News by Linda Yablonsky? No, Wisdom is the Middle Path is the title. The money goes to Glenn. Here we have a woman seeking wisdom. And there's an angel trying to get in, or else just kind of sagging outside the glass, falling, dancing. He's kind of down and out. They're doing okay because they've got caffeine and computers.
But is a woman reading, looking above the angel, or
She's staring out into space.
okay? So she doesn't see
The angel's doing a kind of slow motion dance.
She's ignorant of.
Could the angel be her interior? As
Yes,
opposed-
good. That's worth $5, Simon. Great analysis by Simon Sirigo.
So she's what she's reading. She's
yeah.
going, wow.
The angel could be her interior.
I have a title, Mark.
What would that be, Glenn?
Inspiration is near.
Okay, any other titles from Linda or David?
Start getting the muse.
That's good. Okay, and David, your title is?
I thought it would be start spreading the muse, but no. I'll wait on those.
Daryl Edelman particularly liked that joke of yours, David. What's your title for the
I've got
picture,
it.
David?
I like those titles.
Okay, can I buy? Linda, your title is?
Well, I wasn't being totally serious, but
Oh.
okay. Let's go with it.
Start what?
Smelling the muse.
No. What did you say?
Start getting the muse.
Start Getting the Muse by Linda Yablonsky. Is that worth $20? Start Getting the...
Get that muse.
Okay. And that's got a lot of support, actually, Glenn.
Inspiration is near.
Inspiration is Near by Glenn O'Brien. Can I vote on start getting the news again, or no?
Muse.
Start getting the news. Start getting the news.
MUSE.
Yeah, that's worth $20. I'll buy it. Okay. Now, this one relates to a pianist. It is a pianist who is playing the keyboard, which is coming from the distant townscape and going into the woman's finger. The keyboard is merging with the muse's finger. It's a very circular drawing.
A player piano is the thing that just plays when you're not there, right?
That's correct.
I have a title more.
What would that be, Glenn?
It's an old poker expression. Play 'em or lay 'em.
Play 'em or lay 'em? Bruce Locke really likes that. Bruce Locke.
Yeah, but
Just a second here. Just so you guys know, Bruce Locke is a secondary market dealer, and you buy a lot of Kostabi paintings, right?
Yes, I do. You bet.
And you sell them, and you make a pretty good profit, right?
You bet.
And one of the key features in you being able to sell a Kostabi easily and fast is if it has a good title, right?
No doubt about it. Title's everything.
All right.
Well,
And the painting.
title's extremely important. You told me that once in an email. That's why you're on the show.
Thank you.
Because yeah.
I got
So
one
we're,
for you,
we
Mark.
and
so
he likes
Bruce liked that.
He likes so his battle counts for 3 votes.
I got one for you. Since she's sort of a odalisque figure, and how about tickling the ivories?
Okay, it's kind of
Yeah. No. It's,
Okay,
it's a
and
catch-on
I
mark.
thought of that too, but I thought it was too
I
obvious,
thought
and
of it
I
too, and
think
I thought it
Glenn's
was
is
too
too vulgar.
Wisdom is the middle path.
oh, wow. Great.
I was thinking more along the lines of passive aggression.
I think that's
Two
interesting.
figures.
Yeah,
but
I think that's
looking
deep.
for a-
So do you have a title with that
You
concept?
were thinking along the lines of passive aggression.
He's suggesting that you are passive aggressive.
Yes, I was behaving. But I'm. It's sort of snaky, you know, a sinewy sort of keyboard there. So it's a little bit sinful, I suppose. And he's playing Allegro, so passive Allegro.
Passive Allegro. Okay. Can I buy Passive Allegro by Linda Yablonsky for $20? Wow. Not impressive show. David, yours was
Tickling the ivory.
Tickling the Ivories by David Coggins. Also impressive, about equal. And yours, Glenn, was
Play 'em or lay 'em.
Play 'em or Lay 'em by Glenn O'Brien. A little less. Okay, so you said.
Bruce is counted for 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You like his the best. So it's a 3-way tie. Now what do I do? Play 'em or lay 'em it is. That's the title. Okay, we're about to wrap up. Here, put it on this. So this one, because in the 80s I said use models. Wait. When do you use models? Only after the painting is finished. That was it. So it's in keeping. It's in the spirit of 1980s Kostabiisms. Okay, so we have yet another version of women correcting modernism. Women correcting modernism. So this has feminist issues. They're sewing up the vaginal slashes that were, if we could say, created with the gesture of destruction by Lucia Fontana. And they're sewing them up, and then this little girl here is painting over the repaired Fontana slashes with gesso.
Female trouble.
Okay. Female trouble? Ooh. She hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, give her the money.
Yeah.
I thought it would be revisionist history.
You are aware that that was the title that Revisionist Art History was the title that I proposed for the last in this series.
Listen, you're an editor, Glenn. You can appreciate that I just took one word out and.
Or that he copied you.
You know the little trademark symbol?
Yes.
Hymenized.
Ooh.
Trademark.
Okay. Hymenized trademark. Okay. Can I buy Hymanized with the trademark symbol for $20?
Simonized, you know.
so tacky. Yes.
A lot of support. Linda.
Female trouble.
Female Trouble by Linda Yablonsky. Can I buy Female Trouble?
I got
That
Female
that
Trouble.
is worth. I think it's going to get 40, but let's see what they think of David's title. David, yours is.
God, there's so much going on in both of those. Just revisionist history.
Can I buy Revisionist History? No. $40 to Linda Yablonsky for Female Trouble. Okay, this drawing, and this is going to be the last work of art we title. This artist, this poor, faceless artist, desperate to enter art history, is being crushed by the weight of art history, and Bruce Nauman is at the top. Okay, but it's
That
more
would
than
seem like
just
the-
about Nauman on top. It's just about the weight of our art history on this poor little guy who's got a tiny canvas and barely a shard of hope.
Oh, I didn't see it that way, Mark.
Well, you've gotten very positive lately, Glenn.
Yes, I was being much more optimistic.
Yeah, okay, so how do you see it?
Well, he's got his foot in the door. I think this is the sorcerer's apprentice.
Wow.
Deep.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Can you guys top that? David? What? He's saying it's the sorcerer's
In the door of art
apprentice.
history, Linda.
He's,
I was speaking figuratively.
yeah. We desperately need to title this painting. Do we have a title from, or should we vote on Glenn's?
No, no.
Oh, good. Okay.
How about the scrotum of the totem?
Iconoclasm.
Okay. Can I buy the Sorcerer's Apprentice for
Iconoclasmic.
$20? That is worth $40. Okay.